Hello to you all, dear guys. Today we are going to make a ring. All we need is 1 mm wire, 0.4 wire, mandrel, some beads, and also main tools, round nose pliers, chain nose pliers, and wire cutter. First of all, we need to determine the size and the length of the ring that we are going to make and cut in the wire and then wrap it all around the mandrel. One of the easiest and accurate ways is to bend a thin and flexible wire like a 0.8 copper wire all around your finger that you're going to make the ring for. And if you are making this ring for anybody else, you could ask them to do this with a yarn and then open it and just put it on a ruler. Would tell you the number that they could see on the ruler. It's approximately 6, and we would consider 6 centimeters for the main part of the ring. And we would add 2 parts at the starting and ending point for the decorative part. And this would be about 4 centimeters. And we are going to wrap this part. And we would cut 14 centimeters on 1 mm wire. And of course, it is a soft wire. Let's pull it a little to make it more straight. And now, with this wire, we are going to make a S shape with 2 loops just at the ending and starting point. With your mandrel or any other cylindrical shapes, make a loop here. It would be a big loop at the starting point, and then do that vice versa for the other side, so that if we look at it above, it would be like a S letter, a large S letter. And at this point, we are going to wrap it all around the mandrel at the size of our ring size. And it would be just like this. So beautiful till now. Just we're at the starting point, but I think every part has its own beauty. And with the plastic part of your tools, just straighten this part. And if needed, do that on the decorative loops too. Okay, now it's better. And at this time, we are going to make it a little spicy with our beads and some coiling parts. Okay, pick up your 0.4 wire for the weaving parts and just make a little coil here. You could just make a little U and then we would make a tie, just like this, and then repeat this at least for 3 or 4 times. Just pull it totally so that it would be fastened all around our main structure that we had just made. Okay, this is all good, and we would cut the thinner wire and then push it into itself. Now cut the wire on about 25 centimeters so that we would insert the beads in. Okay. For the first step, insert 1 bead into this thinner wire, and now continue making a coil at the other side, just like this, and if needed, use your round nose pliers. After repeating this coiling for 2 times, insert the wire in and insert the beads into this wire, and for every row add 1 bead. We had 1 bead for the first row, and this is the second row, so we would add 2 beads into this wire. There's 1 and 2. And then we would continue wrapping the wire, and we will continue doing that for all the rows. For the next row, we would have 3 of beads, and again we would have 2 coiling parts at the right and left side of every row. Just fasten it up. When you're done completing one of these loops and inserting the beads in 1, 2, 3, 4, this is the time to go for the second loop and insert the wire all around it, and it would be the first point that we are making a little coil, and we would repeat this at the other loop too. Now we are done inserting all beads, and here we could wrap the wire all around every row, diagonally, vertically, horizontally, in all directions, and make wire nets in between. Let's do that for some of these parts. Just we need to make a coil at some parts. And we just continue doing this for different sizes and between these parts for every. Okay, and we continue doing that for both sides. This could be like this. I would go forward and make a tie here, and would continue that for the other parts. This is the final result, and our ring that is going to be like this. Would you like and would you prefer a big size ring like this or a delicate one? Hope you have enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you would make one and use it. Take care and bye-bye.